much about you tuning everything out, you tuning Conor out, not paying attention to it. But what about, like, do you have to have a conversation with the family and people around you to say, hey, listen, a lot of stuff's going to come out, like, just ignore it, don't pay attention to it, because other people might have a more difficult time?
Yeah, with my wife yesterday.
Thug wife, by the way. That's the new nickname.
Yeah. My husband, or am I her wife?
No, my coach, yes, I think, said thug wife for the picture of her flipping off Conor in the cage.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I mean, though, about, like, other people around you don't.
Well, she was getting worked up, just like the stuff with the charity. But I've been in the spotlight a long time, been fighting UFC, had great performances, mostly. A few ones that didn't go my way. And I just know, like, the fire that comes down with that stuff. So I'm more, equipped to handle all the hate. She's not. So when the charity stuff started happening with Conor and a lot of hate was being thrown, she felt it because she, does so much for the charity. So it kind of started bringing her down. And then with Conor doing this other stuff he just did, like, it was working her up more than it was me, So yeah.
The sauce is still have tomorrow?
Sorry, how much more difficult is it, like, when you don't have, like, you have to see your family going through it and you have to watch them because you are able to tune it out. You said, hey, it was cool, you're chill, but then when you have to, it has to hurt you to have other people hurt.
Yeah. I don't like to see that, man, but I guess that's just, I don't know, I guess that's just where I'm at in my career, in the sport. But, I don't want anybody around me to have to go through stuff like that. But it's whatever, man. So it's social media stuff, That shit's not real.
Couple of little scratches on the ear, that's all, yeah. Oh my God, the ground and pound! Yeah, right. Leave it out, will you? Novices.
Alright, check it, my new $100,000 NyQuil McGregor, Sleepy McGregor chain. Thank you, Benny the jeweler.
No problem.
Let's go.
We got 1 carats each over here of VVS diamonds with a hand-painted enamel of Sleepy McGregor.
Hey, McGregor, you better win tonight, otherwise we're not going to be able to fight, because if you lose, your career is over, and that $50 million offer I gave you won't be on the table anymore. Don't go sleepy. Good night, McGregor. Fuck, bitch.
So did you know that in Taekwondo, there is no leg kicks? So throwing a Taekwondo style kick to the leg could damage your bones, and that's why it's only kicks to the body and kicks to the head. Conor McGregor has a Taekwondo kicking style where he's very flexible, and the way that he kicks is awkward. But in Muay Thai, where they kick to the legs, there are so many different ways to hit the thigh as well as the calf with your shin or your foot. So you know, his style of kick kind of damaged himself. Any kick that lands to the face. Easy question. John Anik is the #1 commentator.
Yeah, you gotta stretch like that.
He managed to scramble up to the feet, and you can watch this back on there's lots of short clips on Instagram where he throws a leg kick, he moves away, and then he threw a teep, and that was one of the techniques we definitely wanted to employ in this fight. Obviously being southpaw, that liver slide is there, so we're looking to teep in that area. And if you think about it, the way a teep is sort of, I think it actually does mean spears. It's supposed to go in a kind of a horizontal motion in and out. Whereas Conor, through that particular technique, more like a sort of a karate style technique, flicking from the knee, to stab the ball of the foot into the abdomen, which is a good technique as well. But on opposite stance, when he was facing Mendes, for example, it's a bit safer because of the positioning of the elbows. But on same stance, there's a high danger of catching that elbow. And you can watch it back, you'll see that's clearly where the fracture happened. He very aggressively threw that kick. Dustin shelled with the lead hand, and the foot wraps around the knee in a similar fashion to where poor old Silva and Weidman, they wrapped their shin around the shin. He wrapped his shin around the elbow. He stands back on it, and you can see the bone almost protrude through the skin. I don't know how he didn't fall there, but he comes in then. They both exchange crosses. They both miss with their backhands. He goes to step back on it, and that's when it's that horrifying fold underneath that. Again, we've seen it a handful of times over the years, Weidman and Silva being obvious ones. And of course, that's the end of the contest.
What? Did we just become best friends?
Yup!